All right.
Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Grand Rising. This is the day that we have never seen before,
Yes.
ever. And so we get to choose how we be in it. How are you all this morning?
I am wonderful.
Good,
Blessed,
good. All
blessed,
right.
blessed.
All right. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Before we get started, I just want to thank Star for stepping in. She
Yes.
is she is the queen bee this morning. All right. So
Woo!
not that she's not a queen every morning. Okay, let's be real clear. Let's be real clear. But she is stepping in. And it is lovely to have the luxury of when you have to take care of business, that there is someone that can step in for you and keep the show moving. Ain't that something?
Yes, yes, yes,
Keep
yes.
it moving. So I just want to thank her this morning for her efforts and her
Yeah,
spirit.
thank you, Star.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut this phone off. I have to put do not disturb on because everybody will be calling and they just forget what you doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like every Friday they don't know I'm here. All right. So you need to to take care of your electronics. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, my co-host, Miss Lolly. How you be this morning?
Right.
You all right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. You look all right.
Thank you.
You look all right. Queen Aduni is taking care of just a little bit of business for herself this morning. She will be joining us, but we're gonna make her proud in the process because we're gonna keep this show moving, and all will be well. All will be well. How is everybody's Christmas or holiday for those who celebrate Christmas? And I just think, somebody posted that between November 1st and January 30th, there are 30 holidays.
Ooh, wee.
30 holidays.
Wow.
So whether it's Kwanzaa, Ramadan, Christmas, um, um,
New Year's.
Rosh Hashanah, whatever, the Chinese, it is 30 holidays in between November 1st and January. So the whole season, holiday season, lasts really 3 months.
Wow.
It lasts
Wow.
for 3 months. So I'm really glad about that because I was a little late in getting my holiday cards out. And so and so I say, "Ooh, I got grace. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
God's unmerited favor. I got grace." So I said, "Well, I can still send them out, right? I'm gonna
That's right.
send
That's
them.
right.
Right.
It's never too late to
It's
say
never too
blessings or
late.
whatever to anybody.
Never too late, because each card's got a prayer in it. So it's never too late
That's
to receive
right.
prayer.
Right.
All right, so good. So everybody had a wonderful holiday.
Yes, yes, yes. I want to say
Awesome.
greetings and on this New Year's Eve.
Yes,
This is an
it's
eve
the
to
New
another
Year's Eve
year.
Eve, right? It's
That's
New
right.
Year's Eve Eve.
That's right.
Oh
Yep.
my, the year has flown by.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that one of the reasons why I was a little late in my Christmas cards, I had to update my Christmas mailing list, and I had to remove so many people off of it.
Ooh, okay.
And as I was taking them off, it just took me to a place where I had to stop. I just had to stop. And so this is the time where we look back and we reflect on the year, we reflect on what we've been through. And for many of us, thank God we don't look like what we've been through. We look at lost family members and friends. We look at illnesses and healings
Yes, yes.
by the grace of God. We look at all of those things, and then we make intentions and wishes, if you will, for the year coming, because so many of us designate the new year as a new beginning, but we all know you can have a new beginning at any time.
Every
Every day is a new beginning.
yes.
So we celebrated on the 1st. So we're going to talk about some things to do for releasing and intending in this new year. You know, whatever your passion and your purpose is, you know, give it all you got this year. Give it all you got. Give it all you got. Give it all that attention that you've been given to other things and other people that have not served you well. Give it to yourself.
That's
Give it
right.
to yourselves. And so before I go any further, I'm going to read our prayer for the day, taken from the 52 Affirmative Prayers by Dr. Reverend Iyanla Van Zant. And her best friend will be joining us this morning. Isn't that a blessing?
Yeah.
Yes,
Her
yes.
very best friend. You know, I've seen the friendship of women over my lifetime as such a beautiful thing. Oh my God.
Yes, yes.
Such a beautiful thing. The notion that women can't work together, we can't do anything together, we can't be together, we can't do, well, it's just a fallacy for sure.
Yes, for sure.
But I have watched this friendship and been inspired by it for almost 30 years. And so I'm excited that Dr. Reverend Shareerah Stevens will be with us a little later on this morning. Yes. And our prayer for the end of this year, this beautiful 2022, oh my God, reverence, reverence,
Yes.
holding high regard, deep respect, veneration, and awe for the omnipresence of the divine in all people and in all things. Reverence.
Yes.
Oh, dear Father, Mother God, today we choose to see all things, all people, and ourselves as the active presence of God's holiness within us. Holiness is our guide to peace, joy, and love. All things are holy. All people are holy. The
Yes.
presence of God within us establishes our holiness. And for this and so much more, we are so truly grateful. Let it be so, and so it is.
Thank
Reverence. So today, see
Ashe.
everyone in high regard,
Yes.
high respect. I don't care what it looks like, okay? I don't care how they're showing out. I don't care how you showing out, okay? Hold yourselves in high regard and reverence. And that's something to take into this new year, because so often as women, we put ourselves last. You know, we put the job, we put the husband and the beloveds, we put the children, we put everybody ahead of ourselves. And we know that sometimes we do that to a fault.
Yes.
So today, hold yourselves in high regard and show yourself some reverence. All right?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, Miss Lolly, what you got for us this morning?
Well, I am really excited because I'll be speaking on Kuuma, which is creativity.
Yay.
So I'm really excited to share about that and maybe do a short little activity, share some music if possible.
Okay.
And really just bring a fresh approach to a creative approach to creativity, which is so beautiful.
It is. Yeah.
Yes. So should I go ahead with that then?
You know what? I have to say, let me say this. Um, of course, this date has been on the calendar for many weeks now. And life and death has no schedule.
Right, right.
So a very dear friend of mine passed. and his funeral is this morning.
Oh, wow.
And it's at 11 o'clock. So I want to do my reading now. So in the event that I have to, well, I know that I'm going to have to leave a little early so that I can make it to the funeral service at 11. But he was such a beautiful soul.
Yes.
And I was just hoping that before this year got out, that I wouldn't get another call about another friend.
Yes.
But as God would have it, his soul made a choice.
Right.
And he was not going to see another year come in. And so he made a choice to go home. And we can't be mad about that.
No,
We might
no,
be sad about it, but we can't be mad about people
right.
making their choices. So with that, I want to read very briefly. It is a poem that was written in 1849. Ooh. And it was written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. And it's called Ring Out Wild Bells. Ring out wild bells to the wild sky. The flying cloud, the frosty light, the year is dying in the night. Ring out wild bells and let him die. Ring out the old, ring in the new, ring happy bells across the snow. The year is going. Let him go. Ring out the false and ring in the truth. Ring out the grief that saps the mind for those that hear we see no more. Ring out the feud of rich and poor. Ring in redress to all mankind. Ring out a slowly dying cause and ancient forms of party strife. Ring in the nobler modes of life with sweeter manners and purer laws. Ring out the want, the care, the sin, the faithless coldness of the times. Ring out my mournful rhymes, but ring the fuller minstrel in. Ring out false pride and place and blood, the civic slander and the spite. Ring in the love of truth and right. Ring in the common love of good. Ring out old shapes of foul disease. Ring out the narrowing lust of gold. Ring out the thousand wars of old and ring in the 1,000 years of peace.
Mm.
Ring in the valiant man and free, the larger heart, the kindlier hand. Ring out the darkness of the land. Ring in the Christ that is to be.
Beautiful.
So,
Ashe, Ashe.
What's the author's name again?
Alfred Lord Tennyson.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
And it's called Ring Out Wild Bells. And that was written in the 1800s.
Wow.
And we are still asking for peace today. We are still holding on to dying causes and things that no longer serve us.
Mm-hmm.
So when he says the year is dying in the night, let him die. So everything that didn't serve you this year, don't carry it into the new year. Let it die.
Yes, yes.
Let it go. Whatever grudges we hold, whatever it is that's not sitting right in your soul, let it die.
Yes.
Let it die. Yes. And ring in the Christ that is to be.
Yes.
Ashe.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
So
is so
yes,
cathartic.
yes, it is. It really
Thank
is.
you. Thank you.
You know, and later on, if we have a moment, I'm going to talk about 10 things that when we go into the new year, if we can hold on to them, and I think while Lally is doing her presentation, I'll put them in the chat. How about that? I'll put them, I'll write them in the chat so that you can have them. But yeah, greater things are coming. Can you be open to receiving? All right. All right, Miss Lolly, what you got for us this morning on our Passion Friday?
Yes, so I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm excited. This week has been such a beautiful week, especially in the celebration and of the principles of Kwanzaa. And I'm really excited because creativity is something that I I live. A lot of us live this creative life, which is actually a beautiful thing. Because as we are celebrating and acknowledging these Kwanzaa principles, we also realize that it's more than just a holiday, but it's a lifestyle that we're living.
Yes.
So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about it. I tried to be a little fancy, not tried, sorry, Mama Hay, if she's here.
The Tri Police is coming for you, girl.
Uh, my goal was to have something more visual. So with what I do have, I will share, and what I don't have, I will share with my mouth. I will verbally share it, so that's fine. Let's see how I can. Is there a way, Star, that you can share screen access with me, please?
Yes, hold on one moment.
Thank you so much.
Lolly. Okay, make co-host. And let's see, hang on. Share. One participant can share at a time.
Okay.
Okay, see if you could share, because I made you co-host and I'm not.
Okay.
So
Let's see here. Oh, yes, I can. Awesome. All right, let me pull this and share my screen. Okay. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Okay. Share. All right, y'all can see?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Kuumba. And this is actually the symbolism of it, which I think is really interesting because it reminds me of like a light, a divine light, which I love. Because the whole concept is to do always as much as we can in the way that we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. So there's the quote I was looking up. There's a leader by the name of Daisaku Ikeda who had a speech at Soka University, which is a university that is that's founded within the Buddhist society. But he speaks on something about creativity that I want to share. He says, creativity is much more than simply having the occasional good idea. Of course, even to come up with such ideas requires a firm foundation of basic knowledge. And creative work in the fields of scholarship and learning is comparably more demanding. It's like a mountain pinnacle. It cannot exist without a broad base of knowledge and a solid foundation of deep thinking and reflection. The cultivation of creativity must be rooted in the soil of rich spirituality. This in turn points to the vital importance of creative work, of maintaining spiritual freedom. Independent thought and creative work are impossible when the human spirit is subjected to restraining or distorting pressures. Inexhaustible fonts of creative thinking can only be tapped where mind and spirits can roam freely, exploring all perspectives and possibilities. But spiritual freedom does not mean spiritual license. It does not mean thinking and acting in a willful, arbitrary manner. True development can take place only in the presence of both expansive liberty and high degree of self-discipline. In my view, this means that the opportunity to grow by sharing ideas through dialogue, provoking, and catalyzing each other towards an expanded field of vision and ultimately to profound and encompassing insight into the nature of things. So I'm gonna exit for just a moment and just speak on what does that mean? There's a lot of big words, right? But more so, Daisaku Keita is speaking on the importance of creativity in our lives through our learning, through our dialogue, but also stressing the importance of that spiritual factor, that importance of being connected on a spiritual level. There's so many times that even in our creative lives, and in our lives in general, even when we're not acknowledging our creativity, we are seeking still spiritually. And as we seek spiritually, we find the answers. We find the creative answers that maybe on our own we wouldn't have just automatically thought of. Those times when we go to prayer, when we go to meditate, when we go to chant, when we go to be more in tune with what spirit is speaking to us, with what is being said to us, when we open our ears, we become more open to the creative approaches of the creator, because we're built in that image, right? We're built in that likeness. So because we're built in that likeness, we are able to carry out those being creative. We are able to carry out the creation of different things in our societies, but all with the hope of making a better space. One of the parts where he says, it does not mean spiritual freedom, does not mean spiritual license. It does not mean thinking and acting in a willful, arbitrary manner. So understanding is not just, we're not going to be out here all willy-nilly doing whatever we want in whatever creative way we want to. It's more so understanding the importance of our creativity and how it ties in with other people. This isn't anything new though for this particular leader, Daisaku Ikeda, because this is actually something, speaking of Kwanzaa, this idea of kuumba, or creativity, is actually really tied into ancient Egyptian practices, spiritual practices, and this ethical commitment to renew and restore great works, and renew and restore the legacy of our ancestors, as we lead. And this is considered, I'm looking at, if you actually go to the official Kwanzaa website, but they speak on this being considered doing Ma'at, which is reaffirming and restoring truth, justice, propriety, harmony, balance, reciprocity, and order. So as we are being creative, we are actually restoring these things. We are actually creating a better space. We are leading and showing how we can move forward as a community. So creativity is super important because it's a reestablishment of good, what is beautiful, what is right, when we use it the right way. So one way that I personally like to show my responsibility here, because this is a principle, but like I said, it's a lifestyle. So this is also a responsibility that I have, especially being gifted in many creative ways. We're all creative. Some of us are more tapped into our daily creativity than others, and that's okay. But one way that I do is working with the youth. So as we talk about creating a better space, or even showing the youth how to use what is around them to create something that is higher vibrational, that something that'll uplift the world, something that'll leave this space that we are in a better space than we were before. One thing we do is write music and perform. And I'm going to show you, maybe not the full thing, but I'm going to show you a clip of a performance. And in this performance, to give you some background, there was a event that happened that basically was bringing light to mental health during COVID. And the youth, well, actually, there was a whole little application process, and people could apply to be a writer, and they only were picking maybe 3 to 5 writers for these songs for this project that they were creating. And I applied and I didn't get it, and I was like, dang. And they were like, you were almost there though, you were almost there. And I was like, okay. But they said, but you work with youth, right? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, well, maybe we can work together so that they can create a song about mental health, about getting through COVID, something that's uplifting, something, that makes people understand how they feel, but are more appreciative of the time and getting through it. And I said, you know what? That's a good idea, because that's a good way to show that principle of Kuumba. That is a good way to show how we can create what seemed to be so stressful and what we saw a lot of loss during that time and transitions and everything. But this is a great way to turn those feelings that these youth had into something creative that will last forever, that will show the world how we were able to come out of that. And so I will share that and stop talking for a second. Let me share this again. Boop, boop. Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. There we go. All right. Yes. You
Now,
heard me scream.
I didn't expect all of that coming from the little boy in the blue. I was just like, well, all right now.
Yeah, right. That was wonderful.
It was wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, uh,
But that is pure example of Kuumba, using our creativity to leave this world in a better place than when we inherited. Okay, so that is super, super duper, super, 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 super duper important that not only for us living this creative lifestyle, living Kuumba in our daily lifestyle, that we are teaching it to the youth, to the younger generation, because in order for us to progress, if we are sitting here like, oh, the world is chaotic, it's crazy, all this bad stuff is happening, oh my goodness, and we could talk about that all day, talk about what was on the news, even though it played every hour, and we could talk about all of that, but until we decide to put that groundwork in, to use that divine creativity that we do have innately within us and that we can tap into and speak with spirit about, until we decide to use that, we can't create a better space. That's not going to happen until we decide to actually create. So another thing that I do that I love is I really love affirmation. I really love stories. I really love poetry. I really love all of this. And so I have a cute little activity for us to do, you guys. Okay. I have a cute little activity. It's really short. But have you ever heard of Mad Libs? Oh.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
They're fun.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna do something similar to that.
Okay.
Okay. And I don't know. Should I share it? I'm not going to share it. I'm going to say it first. When we get to the end, we filled out all the blanks, then I'll share what we wrote. All right. So basically, I'm going to ask for an adjective or an adverb, or I don't think I have a noun. I think I only asked for adjectives, adverbs, and verbs. So adjective describing a noun, a person, place, a thing. An adverb describing an action. Okay, like I quickly ran. A verb, which is just, some doing. We all know. Okay, cool. All right. So one day I will have I need an adjective. The first one I see in the chat or the first one I hear, I'll put down.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. I need a plural noun.
So what were the first words again?
So we said, well, I'm just filling in the blank. So the blank will be blank. So I need a noun, a plural noun.
Blessings.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Blessings.
The blessings. Okay.
Blessings.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
How about miracle?
Ooh, okay, I can add that in there. Why not? And all right, we need a verb in about those things. A verb. So what are those things doing? I need a verb.
Manifesting.
Okay. I like this. I like where this is going. Anything else? I can add one more. And one more verb.
showering.
Okay.
Showering.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I need a verb.
Receive.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Okay. This is gonna be real nice, y'all, I promise. Okay. Knowing that my life is, I need an adjective.
Profoundly.
Dynamic.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I need a verb.
Run.
Okay.
Who's just thinking that?
And I need another verb.
Rising.
Let's see. All right. I need an adjective, something that describes you or something.
Rising.
Loving.
Dynamic. Oh,
We use dynamic. Let's use something else.
oh,
Divine.
Loving.
Divine. Did I hear something else? Did I hear loving?
Lovingly.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. All right, okay. Just why will. All right. I need an adverb and a verb. So an adverb to describe that verb and the verb itself.
The
quickly.
last one was lovingly, right?
Yeah,
Richly.
richly. Okay. All right, richly what? I need a verb.
Talking.
Abundant.
Wonderful.
Talking. A verb.
Growing.
Yeah, growing.
Okay.
Stunning.
Okay. All right, y'all. Okay. We're almost there. All right, verb. I need a verb.
Run.
I heard run. We did run.
Oh,
What
okay.
was the other one?
Transcending.
Okay. Okay.
System on. Well, I need to take it to another level. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Y'all gonna hear this later too. You can be like, oh snap. Okay. Okay. And we need one final adjective. And listen, this adjective is about you. Okay. This adjective is like, I need this to be super profound. Like I need this. This is the ultimate one. Like I am what? I am what? Like,
Glorious.
I'm
Okay.
glowing.
Delight.
I'm glowing. Mm-hmm.
Glorious.
Okay.
Light.
Spiritual. No, multi-dimensional.
Okay, I'll throw that in there too. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for the final reading of this?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second, make sure I'm spelling right. Y'all had some wonderful ideas. Okay. Ooh, glorious. Okay. All right. I'm gonna share this with you. Super excited.
These are funny.
All right. Let's do this. One day, I will have a beautiful day. The blessings and miracles will be manifesting and showering. The sun will be shining. I will receive and give that day, knowing that my life is profound and dynamic. I'll find new ways to, oh, we're missing a verb. Somebody throw a verb.
Give.
Love.
I'll find new ways to love and give, and I'll share it with others in hopes that they learn too. I'll teach the children how to run, and they will show me how to rise. Spirit allows me to be divine and loving, which is why I will richly talk and grow in life with the help of divine creativity. I'm transcending in the likeness of the Creator, which makes me a delightful, glorious, glowing, and multidimensional creative.
I love it. Oh, that was
Yeah.
great.
Wow.
Ooh,
Listen, okay, now talk about an affirmation. What?
the Elizabeth affirmation for
Yes.
2023.
Wait, I gotta take a picture of that.
Yes.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Yes.
what did we say? I'll find new ways to love and let's see, I just want to make sure because I missed that. To love and can't remember what we said there.
We said give. We'll put share.
Okay, love. Okay. There we go. And let me highlight all the red parts so you know what we added. All right. I think that is all. All right, yeah. If you would like to, here, I'll make it big again if y'all want to take a picture
Yes.
of that.
Yes.
But you see how we got creative, y'all. Kuumba.
Beautiful.
Yes, that was fun.
And I hope that this activity allowed us to take, I mean, this is a beautiful moment. All right. This is beautiful right here on Zoom. But this activity brought an additional piece of beauty, an additional piece of art to the space, which I hope leaves you in an even better space than before, which means that you successfully practice the principle of Kuumba.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you.
That's
Thank you,
beautiful.
Lolly.
This
No
is rich.
It's
problem.
phenomenal
Thank
how I will
you.
receive and give, which is what we do.
Yes,
Wow.
Yes.
it
That's
is.
beautiful. I mean, the way it fit in. And life
Yes.
is profound and dynamic. That's unreal. How do we know to say that?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now find new ways to love and share the way it fit in. Unreal. It is
Yeah.
unreal.
Yes.
Gosh, it all worked. And we didn't know it. That's deep. That's spiritually deep.
That's
Yes.
how blessings work. You don't need to know what's happening all the time.
No.
You don't need to know what's happening all of the time.
That's true.
What you
That's right.
need to do, what we need to do is be open and available to receive
Yes.
Yes.
when it's
Yes.
revealed.
Yes.
All right. So now we can do that, be open and ready to receive.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Ashe.
Everything,
It's already
everything
there.
that was just given to us.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's already there.
It's already there.
And it's already in us and out of us and
Exactly.
around us and from us. That's just phenomenal.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. We should never have doubted. We should never doubt because look what we just came out with.
All right.
And no, I mean, I'm still amazed. That's just mind-boggling.
Yes, we did it. We did it.
I want to say, and please forgive me, I'm not coming on camera. I don't want to scare y'all or nobody.
There's no way you could do that. You're too beautiful.
Let's
Your
do
aura.
this. Let's view this as I think I want to use the word harbinger of our year and our conference for next year. Is
Oh, that
harbinger
would be good. Yes. Yes.
as the like the light that shines to where we're going with our next year and the conference.
That sounds good.
I feel that.
Yes.
Yes.
Did
Thank
use
you,
the word
Lolly.
harbinger?
I think that's the word I'm trying to use.
Well, I couldn't tell you because I don't know what it means.
Yeah, I mean, tell us. Tell us what you're telling us.
I gotta look it up now. I'll come back after I Google it.
I know. Sometimes the word just feels right.
It's a forerunner to something. That's what a harbinger is.
Yeah, that's
A what?
It's a forerunner to something.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Yes. Right.
That's exactly what I meant.
So it foresees the intent that we have moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
ready.
Well, I see
Yeah.
our guest, our speaker has arrived.
Ooh.
How did you spell that word, Danny?
Harbinger, Harbinger.
Harbinger. Okay, thank you.
It's forerunning or foretelling of something to come.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Lolly. That was great.
Yeah, that was a lot of
Marvelous.
fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you complete with that, Miss Lolly, or you got something else for us
You know,
Putting up this morning?
just to wrap it, I would implore that everyone explores in what way they can be creative in their everyday. If that's knitting, if that's crocheting, if that's writing a song, if that's writing down your thoughts, if that's talking to somebody about whatever your dream was, if that's planting in the garden, if that's making clothes, if that's putting fashion outfits together, if it's making videos, if it's on TikTok, if it's
Yes.
on Facebook, whatever way you find yourself being creative in the way that it is benefiting your society, your community, do it and
Yes.
explore it. And Mama Carlotta, I don't know, you want me to call you Mama Carlotta?
Yes, that's
Okay,
great.
Mama Carlotta, you said, I remember you said at the end, you're like, we should never have doubted or anything. You know what? And that's super important to think about in our creativity as we're tapping in with spirit in our creativity, with our intentions in our creativity. There's no reason to doubt because creativity is going to look like something we may not have seen before.
Right, that's true. That's true.
So it's the whole thing is like it may not make sense right away. And that's okay. That is actually the way that it's supposed to be. Because that means if you're able to birth something as an Elizabeth,
And
if you're able to birth something, then it's beautiful. Even if you don't know exactly how it'll
Yes.
plan out all the little bitty details, but you have that intent in mind, you're able to birth it. That's cool, Umba. And with that,
Beautifully said, Lolly.
thank you. I am finally complete.
Thank you, young wise one. I appreciate it.
Uh,
yes,
Appreciate
were.
that was
your
rich.
spiritual
Rich.
offering.
Like,
Yes.
Enriching.
So, as Deidre stated, our morning speaker has arrived. And I don't have anything written down in terms of an introduction for this wonderful soul. I will speak from the heart because she is one of the most dynamic spiritual leaders that I've ever known. She has for over 25 years been the leader, the minister, pastor, spiritual leader, guide of Transform and Love Community in Detroit, Michigan. She has ushered us and her flock and all who hear her into a new way of thinking in the spiritual realm. She is a master teacher. She is a master minister. And she is an awesome friend. I am so honored to introduce to some and present to others my Reverend Sister Girlfriend. I'm about to cry now, okay? Because I think she knows how many times she saved my life and my spirit. And I am not the only one, for sure. I'm not. She has held my hand. She has given me a nudge. You know how your sister girlfriends give you a nudge by just saying a word. It's the way sometimes she can say, well, and it says so much. Well, and you'd be like, okay, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But clearly, her work here on this planet has been blessed. Every Monday we have a Soak Monday where we meet God in the presence of music and prose. And I always say, I bless a spirit known as Shareerah Stevens, for wherever she is and whatever she's doing, I know the hand of God is upon it and her. So welcome, welcome, Reverend Sister Girlfriend Shareerah Stevens.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
I know you're trying to get unmuted. No, we can't hear you yet. Can you unmute her, Star?
Let me see.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay, so you can hear me now?
We can hear
Yeah.
you, yes.
Okay, good morning.
Good
Grand
morning.
Rising.
Right.
Grand Rising,
Right.
everybody.
Hi.
I'm really happy to be here. I didn't know about this organization, and Danny told me about it. And so I just want to honor the person who founded this idea, because it's certainly needed. It's
Yeah.
certainly needed. And
Me and Aduni.
am I okay, y'all?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, it's certainly needed. So I'm happy to be here in the company of my sisters. And again, just happy to be here. Danny gave me my assignment that I'm here to talk about creativity, purpose first, Nia, and then creativity, Kuumba, and then faith, Imani. So I've sat with Spirit, and I do have a word this morning. But let's pray first. We thank you, Most High God. Thank you for every sister that's on this call, brother, every person that will hear this video afterwards. We give thanks. We give thanks for all of the Elizabeths, I love it, that are in the world. And we give thanks, God, for such a time as this, that we know you the way that we know you, and you are with us and expressing as us. And for this, we do give thanks. Amen, Awamen, and Ashe.
Ashe.
Yeah.
I say, yeah.
From the Swahili, the Nguzo Saba, the 7 principles, these last 3 principles, they are, as you already know, Nia and Kuumba and Imani. And Brother Moringa says that Nia is to make our collective building and developing our community, to restore our people to our traditional greatness. And this principle is definitely in alignment with my life mission, with the mission of TLC. We consciously chose to stay in the hood to teach. I've always known that we are a great people. And I've always known that when you empower a woman, this is what Elijah Muhammad said. Elijah said, if you raise a man, you raise a person, but when you raise a woman, you raise a nation. I've always known how important women were. I mean, many of us can look back, look at our mothers, our big mamas. We know why we have been able to get through what we've gotten through. And it's because of sisters. It really is. So purpose, a lot of people, they say, well, I don't know what my purpose is. We all have a purpose. And I'm going to say just right off from Jump Street that your purpose has everything to do with something that you love. Just like the sister that was speaking just before I came on, you know, whether it's sewing or dancing or putting clothes together, we have a purpose. And the bottom line of our purpose here on this planet is to learn how to love. And whatever we do, you know, it's the energy that you're doing it with. Whatever it is, you can be a waitress, you can be a professor. It doesn't matter what type of energy are you holding while you're doing what you're doing. That's your purpose. And from my book, The Wealth of a Spiritual Woman, I do have, I'm going to give you this exercise because I think it's important. It's simple, but it's powerful. I got this exercise many years ago from Arnold Patton. He wrote the book, You Can Have It All. And the first step in this process is for you to write down 3 positive qualities about yourself. Now, I'm sure that's going to be easy for all the sisters that are on here right now, but you would be amazed down through the years of sisters that couldn't even think of 3 positive qualities about themselves. So then I would say, well, ask a friend, ask somebody that knows you, ask them what they think the 3 positive qualities that describe you. Next, you're going to write down how you enjoy expressing these qualities. 3 positive qualities, how you enjoy expressing these qualities. And then the third part is, if you were going to create an ideal world, describe that world with 3 adjectives. Now I'm going to put this together for you so you'll see how it goes. And this can change. So you might have a certain purpose, a certain year, it might change. In the beginning, my purpose was to heal myself. My purpose wasn't to go out here in the world and do anything. In the beginning, my purpose was for me to become whole. So when you put this together, it's going to read like this. Number 1, the qualities. I'm going to utilize my ability to inspire, motivate, and heal through. Number 2, you're listing the ways that you want to do it through writing, singing, lecturing. In my world, everybody is loved unconditionally. Everybody has abundance and everybody has freedom. So you put your purpose. After you write those 3 answers down, you're going to make it into a paragraph and focus on it. This is what's going to happen. What we focus on expands. We have been created so magnificently in Egyptology, in the Hermes. What is it called? The green emerald. The green emerald book. It says everything is mental. The universe is mental. So we want to begin to understand that it's our mind. Mind your mind, mind your thoughts. Because once you think and you put some feeling with it, it's going down. That's just how powerful we really, really are. So that's what I wanted to offer regarding our purpose. And then when I think about creativity, I think about the word creator, because we are expressions of God and we are daughters of the mother of creation. We are daughters of the mother of creation. We are creative just by nature. We're co-creating with God. And Brother Moringa says this about Kuumba: to always do as much as we can to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than what we inherited it. And definitely, as a people, we have the creativity, we have the style, we have the class, we have the freedom. Wherever we end up, in any arena, we excel. We're royal. They brought the best here. I don't even want to go into this whole the original Jew thing, but a lot of us are. We're the original people. We have creativity. And in this season, as we move into 2023 and beyond, it's imperative that we use our creativity. It's imperative that we understand that we are innovative. That's how we got through. We all know the story about, my big mama, even my mama. There were days that we didn't have money to buy meat. I remember many days we had the beans and the greens and I always tease my friends, they talk about macrobiotic. I said, we had macrobiotic being raised with the beans and the greens. We didn't have the seaweed. But I remember mom, when I'm saying, well, mom, where's the meat? And she would say, well, you better try to meet Jesus. So we know that through our creativity, we can make it. And don't be afraid, as the sister said, don't be afraid to express it. Because it's creativity. It's not supposed to look like anybody else's anything. It's your expression. And God desires to express through us in 2023. I want to give you this information for 2023. And I want you to think about it too, that we are actually conduits. We're actually here as sacred vessels for God to utilize. And knowing that and surrendering to that and connecting with the God within you each and every day, you're going to become more intuitive. Elizabeth was intuitive. When I was thinking about that, when Danny told me the name of the group and I thought about it, when Mary came to her door, the baby leaped in her womb. What does that say? She was tapped in. She was connected. And that's our answer, to stay tapped in, to stay connected, and to be courageous enough to be about what God tells you to be about. The affirmation is this: I am Most High's conduit. I am Most High's conduit. I am Most High's conduit. And because I'm a conduit, I can do it. I can do it because it's not me. It's the Spirit. It's the whole Spirit of God living in us that can do all things if we allow it. And that's what we are waking up to. We're waking up to who and what we really, really are. Use your kuumba in 2023. Lastly, Imani. Faith, faith, faith. First of all, the scripture comes that faith without works is dead. And what is faith? In our tradition, we have been taught that faith is the thing itself in incipiency. That when we have a desire, that desire, the word desire, the D is of, the SIRE is sire, father. When we have it, where is it coming from? It's God. God's pulling at our heartstrings, saying, my daughter, this is what I got planned for you. Here's a sneak preview. You think it's a desire, it could be a longing, but God's saying it's a sneak preview. Can you allow me to do it? Can you be happy waiting? Can you get out of my way? Can you learn how to sit down somewhere and be patient and observe and see how I will bring it to you? I will bring you the people. I will bring the skills. I will bring the know-how. I'll bring the money. Hello? I'll bring the man, whatever it is. God will bring it all if we do what? Seek ye first the kingdom. Seek ye first the spiritual realm. And what does it say? Seek ye first the kingdom and its righteousness. Think right, feel right, and let it be added unto you. So Brother Moringa says faith, to believe with all your hearts in our people. I believe with all my heart. I know with all my heart because I know who we are. Believe in our people, believe in the teachers, the parents, the leaders, the righteousness, and believe in the victory of the struggle. I am a believer, and I'm going beyond belief. I'm a knower. Why? Because I know that Most High is bigger. So no matter what happens, no matter about this chaotic place where we find ourselves, where people are just losing their mind, no matter about white supremacy, no matter about sexism, no matter about any ageism, any ism, God has a plan for us, and God is bigger. And I keep that in mind at all times, that God is bigger. And my faith, we to have that faith is the most important thing. You know, when I think about, Hebrews 11 talks about faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things that are not seen. The substance, it's saying again what Charles Fillmore is saying. Faith is the thing itself in incipiency. Faith is the substance, it's the very essence of the thing that we desire. That's why he says it's the evidence in the realm of spirit. In the realm of spirit, it's already done. In the realm of spirit, it is a finished work. By the time it comes to our mind, it's already a finished work in the spiritual realm. And the very thing that we need to do is to get still, get the information, and then move according to what God says. But oftentimes that's not what we do. Oftentimes we talk to people who God didn't give the vision to. Sometimes we're talked out of it. I believe that we're given $1 million ideas every year, but sometimes we allow ourselves to be talked out of it. Sometimes we're talked out of it because what God's telling us to do, nobody else has done it. Or you talk to people and they say, well, brother so-and-so did that in 69. It didn't work. Don't let people talk you out of what God is telling you to be about. Have faith. And I'm thinking now of the 2 Kings woman, 2 Kings chapter 4. That's probably one of my favorite faith stories because it reminds me so much of African-American women or melanated women throughout the world, because we find ourselves in this story. This woman has lost her husband. She has 2 children, and they're coming to take her boys for payment because, back in the day, oh boy, I don't want to go into all that, Holy Spirit. Thank you very much. Marriage, children, it was all about economics. And so they were going to take her boys. And Elijah came to the house. Her husband was a man of God. And so he asked her, he said, what do you have in your house? And she says, all I have is this oil, a cruse of oil. Now, this oil represents the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God. So I could ask you, Elizabeth, what do you have in your house? As we move through 2023, trouble is going to come. It's a part of life. There's ups and there's downs. When you go to the hospital and you see that machine and you see that line is going up and it's going down, because when it's just going straight and smooth, it's time to go. So we're in life. We're going to have our ups and our downs, but we want to know what to do when we have our downs. We want to know what to do when we're walking through the valley of the shadow of death. And he said, take the oil, take your 2 boys, and go into the room and close the door. Spiritually, he's saying, go within, close the door on the naysayers, take your 2 boys. You want to have everybody around you on one accord. And the pouring the oil was pouring the Spirit. And he told her to go into preparation. He says, go and borrow vessels, because he was saying, you've got to believe, have faith that this is going to work. You have to believe that there is going to be increase. Sisters, when we pray, we want to believe that what we're asking for, God wants it for us. And if you just read Hebrews 4 and Hebrews 11, I'm sure it inspire you to this understanding that it is a finished work. When we understand that it's already done, we can relax. When we understand that God's going to bring it all to us, we can relax. We don't have to be out here chasing. It ain't about the chase. It's about you understanding that you are God's expression. You are a queen. You are of royalty. You seek within and you never go without. So of course she went to borrow the vessels. She went to borrow those vessels. And of course people were talking because people like to talk. What is she getting ready to do? Why is she borrowing the vessels? She borrowed the vessels. There was increase. She poured the oil. And then Elijah told her to go and sell the oil. What is the story all about? This story is about whatever we need, we already got it. And it's already on the inside of us. So let us utilize our Nia. Let us understand that we have a purpose. And the purpose, again, is something that you are going to enjoy. Because when God knitted you in your mother's womb, God knitted your purpose in there too. And sometimes, it's something that you enjoy so much, you don't think that you can make money with it, but God will show you how to make money with it. I remember my sister-in-law, she's in the spirit realm now, but she loved to bake cakes. And Sherry baked cakes. Sherry loved it so much. See, when you love something, you put your heart in it, it's going to show up in the product. She started sculpting cakes. She started getting contracts. Little Harry's, it's not even on Jefferson anymore, but she was supplying them. Whatever it is that you love, God has made you love it for a reason, and there's a purpose in it. And in 2023, the Spirit of God is going to show us how we can be blessed, especially those who are in the healing arts. If you're in yoga, massage, anything that's going to be healing, you are going to be blessed in 2023. It's a 7-year. It's about healing, and God is going to bless us like never before. We're all healers anyway. We're all ministers anyway. And this is what God has given me to share with you today. And I just pray that something I said today will be a blessing to you. And that's the way it really is. God bless you.
Thank you, Rev.
Yes,
Thank
God bless you
you
too.
so much.
Thank you.
you. Before we go, before you go, can you briefly give us just an insight on the numerical meaning of 2023 very quickly,
Okay.
and how we need to move into this new space,
Okay.
the new year?
Okay. So 2023, when you add it, the 2 and 2 is a 4, right? And then you got the 3. So it's really a 4-3-7 year. It could see 7, you can get 7 in a lot of different ways. It could have been a 6-1, it could have been a 2-5, it could have been a 3-4, but it's a 4-3-7. So that 4 represents order, getting yourself organized, getting yourself in order. And that 3 represents creativity. So, today's message is right on time, because getting yourself in order, getting organized, and then getting clear about what you're going to be creative about. 4 and 3 is going to equal that 7. 7 is a number of going within. 7 is not about the grind. See, that's the thing. I don't know if you all have met the sister on Instagram. She has a ministry called the NAP Ministry. She calls herself Bishop Nap. And she's going around the whole country really teaching about rest. And she says it's like a form of resistance. Her logo is a cotton field with a woman on a bed laying down in the cotton field on a bed. because she said, literally, we have worked ourselves literally to death. And we have this black excellence narrative that's basically killing people. I know too many people. They may have the money, but they ain't got the health. The new wealth, as we move forward, 2023 and beyond, the new wealth is going to be health. The healthy people are going to be the wealthy people. So this year is about going within. Trust, that's another word. Trust is a big word for the number 7. And we want to be able to trust the process, because the word tells us God's ways are not our ways. God doesn't think like us, and God's not like us. A lot of times we want to make God into like a human. God don't think like humans. And he says it, she says it. My ways are not your ways. My thoughts are not your thoughts. I have your plan. Can you trust me? Trust me. Can you trust me? Allow me to do it. Can you allow yourself to rest? Can you love yourself enough to feed yourselves good food? Because that 4 is also about health. It's about health. Take care of yourself. Drink lots of water. Y'all know what to do. Everybody know what to do. Eat what God has made for us to eat. Because what man has made is making us sick. Eat from the earth. And that's just a little bit, Danny. And the webinar I did, it is available. They can get that webinar and they can find out their personal energy and a whole lot of energy. This year, you know, I do this every year, but this particular year, I had to go through a lot of research to get what I got on that webinar, because it's so much that's going to happen in 2023. And I'm just going to say this, the shift, we're really going to see it in March. And whatever you're working on, Elizabeth, whatever you're working on, start now and be about it. Be about it as much as you can, all of January, all of February, all of March, because all of the energy is moving forward. But by the time we hit March, it's on and popping. So you want to get your ducks in order. Get your things in order. Get clear, have your vision, and go within and trust God. It's already done, the finished work.
Thank you. It's already done. It's already.
Yeah.
Now, how can they get access to the webinar, Rev?
They can go to the Transforming Love Community website. I think J Love just put it on. I just saw it pop up.
Oh, great. In the chat.
And then they can order it, and she'll send it right to their email.
Okay, great.
That webinar. It's worth it. I'm telling you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love y'all.
I love you.
For having me.
God, love you too. Thank you. Bless
Thank you for spending some of your valuable time with us in this purpose of the Elizabeths. And so our Queen Aduni is out handling some things, so I know that she will come back and look at the replay. But thank you, Rev. Thank you.
Y'all.
You
know, the women's empowerment is my first love. Before I had TLC, it was all about the empowerment of women in the 80s.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at what's going on in this world right now with women, and I'm saying maybe you need to come back out and share a little bit more. So listen, Elizabeth, I'm available to you. So I need to say a few things. So invite me back.
Reverend Shareerah, I got to say something. This is Omani Grace.
Hi, baby.
Hi, sweetie. Listen, all I got to say, y'all, is something about to happen, because Reverend Shareerah show up in my life when something about to happen. She's always on. I'm always on the peripheral of what she's doing, but when it's time for me to hook up with her, she zoom right in, and it's so powerful. I got to share this. When I was completely lost, well, actually, when I first got told to be a minister, that's so out of character for me that I called my friend over, Jackie Phillips Butts, and I said, Jackie, I think I just got told to be a minister. She was like, I'll be right over. And she came over and she said, what? Oh, that's for real. We better go see Reverend Shareerah. That's the only thing I could tell you to do. So we went over there. Oh my God, it was amazing because they was reading. I love to read. Reverend Shareerah loved to read. They was reading the same book I was reading. I was like, oh my people, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. We was reading the
That's
same
right.
book, right? So, but I was lost. My mama had died. I had lost. I got lost in the grief. I went to church. I had to go to church. Daddy, God, take me to church, take me to church. When I got to church, she started talking about some of y'all in the wilderness. You don't know where you're going. You done lost everything. You don't know what to do. I was like, hey, that's what's happening to me. I was in the wilderness. Oh my God. And so she gave 5 points. I had the first 2 points. That's all I needed. I had to change my attitude because my attitude was funky because I'm a diva. I was like, my makeup, my crown. I had lost everything. I was like, I can't function without my makeup. Hello. So I got my attitude together. And the other thing was gather your manna every day. Gather your manna every day. I'm used to having my things. So just focusing on the manna was like, what the hell is that? But I had to do it. The thing that saved me though at the end of that ministry was, well, where were the Israelites headed? They was headed to the land of milk and honey. Well, God had already told me to teach about prosperity and abundance. So I went, oh, that's what's going on. Okay, I'll walk. And I've been walking ever since. But I want you to know, Rev, I went to Egypt in September for my
Wow.
birthday.
Wow.
I was on the Nile River for 10 days. I went to every temple from the bottom of the Nile to the top of the Nile, and then flew to Cairo to the pyramids. And on my birthday, I was in the pyramid and that represented the crown chakra. We went to all the pyramids that represented the chakra. And on my
Yeah.
birthday, which is a couple of days before yours, September 27th, I was in the pyramid that represented the crown chakra, and it was the deepest thing I've ever experienced.
Wow.
So something about to happen.
Yeah.
I know. Why? Because Reverend Shareerah showed up and popping. I already know February is the due date. Don't do my vision boards to wait a minute. 2/25/23 777. It's on and popping, y'all. I already know.
All right.
All right.
Wow. Let's go to Egypt, Elizabeth. That's a good trip for us. Go to Egypt.
Let's go to Egypt.
That's right.
Oh, now
Sister
Red
Star,
Star.
Yes. Reverend Shareerah, thank you
Yeah.
for coming. I want to share a little story, and then after I share it, I'll tell you why I said it.
Okay.
A couple of weeks ago, God needed to talk, so I went for a walk. And he told me, I want you to allow me to make decisions for you. So I said, okay. So I saw this rock. It was a beautiful rock. And I took the rock and I brought it home to remind me every time I look at that rock, I remember what I told God, what me and God talked about. So yesterday I got a phone call and I had a decision to make. So I went for another walk and I took my rock. And so I'm talking to God, and God said, we don't need to talk about that right now. I want to talk about this. So I'm thinking, what? That's why I went on this walk. And anyway, God showed me yesterday, he said, this is how I want you to be. So he was talking to me about what to be. So this morning, I told that story because this morning, you gave me the answer to what I wanted to talk to God about yesterday. And I just want to say, thank you for listening to Spirit. Thank you for coming and sharing yourself with us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And the other thing too, in my trip to Egypt and going to see all the writing on the wall, I was with a master teacher and we learned so much about the temples as we went to each temple. But that was the biggest thing that I got at the temple, and that is, it's already done. So I
Yes.
just want to say that in confirmation. It's
Yes.
on all the temple walls 4,000 years ago. It's already on the walls. It's already done.
Wow.
No struggle and no efforting. None.
Nope. Done
Amen.
already.
That's
All you
right.
got to do is be a channel,
Yeah.
a host
Yes.
for God. If you're a
That's
host for
right.
God, then He'll show you and lead you.
That's right.
And that's
conduits. We conduits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And because we are conduits, we can
That's
do it.
confirmation.
I got
Hey,
that.
I like that, Danny. I like that. We can't do it, so we can do it.
Yeah. Nancy told us that because we are conduits, we can do it. Woo!
We know
I'm
Reverend-
happy this morning, y'all. I'm happy.
Yeah, we're on fire.
Well, we just have to acknowledge that what we're saying is what Sister Lolly started us off with. We had that activity in which she had us put in words, fill in words that she asked us for, like a verb or an adjective. And when it was finished, our words made sense. It was already done. I mean, we didn't know how it was going to manifest. She had the document, and all we did was add a piece of ourselves to it. And then we looked at it. I mean, it was already done, just as we're saying.
Yeah.
So we had that experience as our foundation for this meeting.
Wow. Awesome.
I mean,
Hey, start all over. I start all over.
Oh, we got to start all over.
Were you here, Reverend Stevens, for that? For Lolly?
No, dear. I was.
Could Lolly put that activity completion up again and show us? Because that's full circle. I mean, she prepared the way for what you had to say, and it's come full circle, and it's reverberating. I mean, This is powerful. We put in the red words.
Oh, wow.
And we didn't know what we were putting them into.
So do you mind if I read it out loud?
Please.
One day I will have a beautiful day. The blessings and miracles will be manifesting and showering, and the sun will be shining. I will receive and give that day, knowing that my life is profound and dynamic. I'll find new ways to love and share, and I'll share it with others in hopes that they learn too. I'll teach the children how to run, and they will show me how to rise.
Wow.
Spirit allows me to be divine and loving, which is why I will richly talk and grow in life. With the help of divine creativity, I'm descending in the likeness of the Creator, which makes me a delightful, glorious, glowing, and multi-dimensional creative.
Yes. Oh my, that's beautiful.
Now, I just wanted to Sister, when you read that, you read transcending as to descending, and I'm thinking that feels right, because when we descend into the likeness of the Creator, we become one with the Creator. Oh my God. You added your piece to it, Sister Sheila. Oh my God. You just
Okay.
on it.
And I just want to chime in and say that that's a powerful statement, but why are we saying one day instead of today?
You know what? Hold on a second.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Because this is so on point. I've been having ideas and visions come into my head all week long. And between last night and this morning, the thought was, how much powerful of a woman would I be had I learned a lot of these principles and different things when I was 13, 15, 17. And I have nieces that are they are here, but they're just out in the wasteland, because it's like they're just here. And I'm like, well, what if I do a test pilot of a one-day shut-in for teens with them? And then it was like, well, what if I actually sat here and create not a boot camp, but summer camp that incorporates the Elizabeth, but for teens? I'm like, whoa. And then I come on the show and I listen to you. I'm like, yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Well, Rev, our Queen Aduni, Sheila Everette-Hale, has entered the building. She's in the realm now. And
Oh,
she
yeah.
is,
So I can thank her personally. I didn't
yes,
know anything about this until Danny told me. And it's like, wow, that's so beautiful. You know, I'm just so happy that you're doing it. And I'm happy that you invited me on today. And I was telling Danny, it was in the 80s. This was my whole thing, this whole empowerment of women.
Mhm.
And to know, you know, other people doing it, it just feels like you can start something and then you pass the baton. So thank you. I think this is wonderful and it's needed.
Well, I appreciate you coming. Your name has been mentioned so many times since the beginning of it. So finally, you know, I'm very good friends with Danny and Alita. That's, you know, so I'm always hearing Valanda. You know, I've been to your to the church over on, is it Chicago?
Plymouth.
On Plymouth. Yeah, yeah.
Francia.
So you know
Oh,
how you've been mentioned so
much
many
love.
times, right? So I would
Wow.
like, definitely she has to come and deal with and speak
Yes.
on faith. Absolutely, absolutely. So I tried to get on at the dentist, right? And because I'm the host, it was taken away. I would have to take away something from somebody. And that's when Lolly came on. She was just about to say, can I, you know, get the power? And I had to jump off. But I'm so
Wow.
glad that it is recorded so I can just sit back and stop and rewind and stop and jump up and praise God and go back
Yeah.
down and ponder and take it in and chew on a few things, you know. So,
Yeah.
you know, I love all of you. And thank you so much for coming. I knew it was
Thank you.
I knew it was going to be power, as all of them are.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I'll get a recording. I'll get a copy.
Well, you can, it is on the well, we'll send you the link to
the
it.
link.
Yeah. we'll
Okay.
send you the link.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Wait, right before you leave, Rev, I want to take a snapshot of this
Yeah.
screen right here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. If many of you, how many can get on so we don't have the black spots on there? If you could come
Can
on.
I say good morning to you, sisters?
Good morning.
Can I say good morning
Oh,
and
beautiful.
apologize
Morning.
for being late? And I wanted to say good morning, especially to Reverend Shareerah, Habari Ghani, everyone.
Hi.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm back home this morning. Well, I'm back where I'm staying, and I truly have forgotten about this morning because I hadn't been celebrating it over here. But I remembered, and it was like I had my picture on because I haven't gotten up, I haven't washed my face. But I remembered how enlightened it was yesterday. And I was so excited and grateful. And Reverend Shareerah, I wanted to say that I love your reading that, and I'm glad that you guys read it, so I got a chance to hear it this morning. But Carlotta caught that you said descending also, where it was ascending. And I thought to descend means you're in the heavens, you're up. So you're descending with that energy, bringing it to us this morning. And I'm so grateful that I got a chance to hear that reading also. So my sisters, Habari Ghani, I love you. I'm so glad I remembered to come show for even a little while.
Love you. Thank
Rev,
you.
Rev, did you announce the times that you're on Facebook, your services?
Yeah, every Sunday at 10 a.m.
On
Every
Facebook.
Sunday at 10 a.m.
On Shareerah Stevens' Facebook page, not
Uh,
Transforming Love. But then
Cool.
go on YouTube and
Yeah, you too.
subscribe. Go on YouTube and subscribe, Shareerah Stevens. Subscribe so that we can build the YouTube platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, YouTube and Facebook, and it's an awesome presence. Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you. Well, Queen, I'm so glad you got a chance to come on before she left.
Yes, yes.
Me too. Me
And like
too.
I say all of the time, Rev, whatever you're doing and wherever you are, I know the hand of God is upon it and you.
Oh,
So
definitely.
thank you. Thank you.
So much. And upon us all. Thank you,
Upon
God.
us all. Yes.
Love
Yes.
her. I love you.
Well, Reverend, you look so great. I just marvel at what God has done with you during the years, and just so thankful for your
Thank you.
presence in our city, in our country, in our world.
Thank you. And you're part of that, Razia. You're part of that, of teaching about them raw foods and how to eat. And
Yeah.
I don't always do it perfectly, but because of the knowledge, I can't go but so far. You know what I'm saying? When you know
Yeah.
something, you can't go but so far. So you're a
Right.
part of that. You're a part of that.
And you can
Thank
hear
you.
Razia in your head when you're about to do something you have no business doing.
Yeah, Lavinia, Kaduma, and Razia.
Oh my goodness,
Curtis.
yes.
The two of them, they're the ones that help me
Yes,
with my health.
Lavinia. And me.
That's right. That's
And
right.
me. Lavinia.
Yes. Yes.
Kaduma, dear soul.
Yes.
The
So I'm
She'll
just
have
loving
many.
this. I'm loving this circle right here. This is awesome.
Because the
Yes, it is.
threads of this women's empowerment blanket is just interwoven from so many different colorful threads.
Yes.
And they come from all over to make such a beautiful blanket. So
Yes.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Razia was a part of Black women's empowerment back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I told Rev, I said, somebody just posted a picture of you and Iyanla here in Detroit. I think she said it was her first visit here in Detroit. And they look like babies. You know,
Because we were. We were.
babies in 1980s, you know, and moving and shaking it all, back then as well. And actually continuing the movement that has begun from the beginning of time.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody's putting in their piece.
Everybody's putting in their
And we need everybody's piece.
Yes. Yes.
Speaking of everybody's piece, did you guys hear a song today?
No, we didn't.
And you have to. Before you exit, we must hear from Jackie. She's, oh my God, you've got to hear her. She's got a special song for us. And if you would, yeah, oh my God, it's beautiful.
I want to hear it.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to thank you so much, Reverend Shareerah, for your talk. It was so wonderful. And this song is appropriate in terms of what you say about we are conduits, and we can do it because we're conduits, right? That's what Reverend Danny, Danny added. So this song is actually used me and I actually changed one of the lyrics to it. It says show me all that I must do, and I actually changed it to can do. So it's not, so it just doesn't have that edge. It's like, let's, Lord Spirit, show us all that we can do. So I think it's right in line with all the can do it and the conduits today. Use me, oh God, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I can do. I used to think God was the sun. Yes, God is the sun. But God's so much more than the earth and the sky and all of creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine its light as me. As you so use me, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I can do. Command my hands. What must they do? Oh Lord, command my life. It's here for you. God is the sun that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine its light as me and as you use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I can do. Show me all that I can do. Show me all that I can do.
Beautiful.
Oh
Beautiful.
my God, you can sing, girl. That's awesome.
Yes,
I love it.
yes.
All the while you're singing, it looked like you had wings behind you with that beautiful picture.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
Rainbow wings.
beautiful.
A blessing.
Thank you for taking us before the Father with that prayer song. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a song that can take you into the realm of spirit and just leave you there. So I thank you for sharing that. And if you will, because I know that was Ricky Byers Beckwith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ricky Byers Beckwith.
Ricky Byers Beckwith, and it's one of my favorite songs. So if you all just need a little touch up, you know, Jackie just opened the door wide open. She just
Oh
kicked
yeah.
it in. But you know, moving forward, if you need a little touch up in abiding in the Spirit of God, put on some Ricky Byers Beckwith, and she'll take you right there. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yes. Thank you so
Thank,
much.
thank you, Reverend
Helps
Shareerah.
enlighten the day.
Thank you. And
I
as
wanna
Horace say, go your way rejoicing.
I am. You too.
Mama Jackie, thank you. I just wanted to say that I appreciate that song selection as well because I feel that it ties directly into our Kwanzaa principles and how I was expressing earlier that it's a lifestyle. That it's not just a week, it's a lifestyle. And especially as we're talking about Nia, purpose, Kuumba, creativity, and Imani faith, that song really touched on that without specifically targeting those things, you know. Show me all that I can do, you know, show me what I can do and how I can walk in my purpose. Show me what I can do in creative ways, things I may not have seen before. Show me all I can do. I have the faith that it'll be revealed to me what it is I need to do. So I think that song selection definitely was a beautiful way to combine those principles that we spoke of today and showing us, you know, just how to think about it and be reflective of it. So thank you.
Preach, Lolly. Thank you.
Yeah, last night when I talked to Jackie, she had 3 songs, and she sang a little of each of them, and we brought it down to 2, and then it was like, you'll be led when you hear the conversation, you'll know which one to sing. You'll know.
And praise God.
Yes.
Praise.
I love that song.
I love that song.
Love that song.
Oh, and now I love a new version of that song.
That song.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Show me what I can do.
Lolly, did you make any changes to what we put together? Did you make a change to that? Yeah,
Oh, yes.
yeah. So I want to take a picture of it
I want to say
and put it in the
thank
chat.
you, Danny, for inviting Reverend Shareerah.
Oh, praise God. Thank God. Yeah. Yeah.
There's Grandma.
Yeah, hi. Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh, hi, Grandma.
Where's Grandma?
Right here in Lily Bees.
Yeah, she wanted to see y'all because I had my camera off, so she was listening with me, and she was pointing at everybody. She said, "Well, give me one of them." So she's trying to pull y'all out of the phone. Yeah, yep. They're having a good conversation. Okay. Hi, ladies.
Yeah.
Hi. Good morning.
Hi.
Yep, just spending some time down here with my grandmother for right now until she comes home. So she wanted to see y'all.
Oh,
Thank you.
Oh, wait, it's so wonderful to see
Happy
her.
Friday, beautiful people.
Happy Friday, Mama. Thank you for bringing Grandma to us.
Yes. Okay, let me share this with the new changes.
Okay.
Hey, can you make it bigger?
Yeah, let's see. There you go. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Today. Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
Quita Aduni, you trying to turn this into a song? Is that what that is?
Seems like life is life is nothing but music. We all move to a different groove and a different beat, but it's all about the soundtrack of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Day.
Matter of
So
fact,
which change did you make, Lolly?
Today.
So we got today, and then at the end where we said transcending and descending into the likeness of the creator. So less of us and more of spirit.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
I have
So this is recorded. We can download this because I want to copy this. I just don't have all of my equipment that's in storage. I would like to download this and copy it.
Yeah.
But it's recorded, right?
We can also put you in the chat.
And take a screenshot.
The WhatsApp. The WhatsApp so that you can if you want.
I can put a clear picture in there. I can put a clear picture.
I think every time we look at this, we're going to see more because I'm saying today I am having a beautiful day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have
some more going to minister to us, and we're going to be morphing with it.
And that day becomes this day.
Mm-hmm.
In a few places.
Having a beautiful day. You're going to change that, right, Boo?
I have a question, but while we're making changes, okay.
Yes.
In the I am transcending and descending, could that be ascending, rising into? Because when we're speaking in terms of descending, we're going down. So are we transcending and ascending, or is it descending?
I know I felt like we are descending into the likeness, and I just felt like that was like, moving into oneness. But I don't know what others have said, because we will, it's all of it, it's transcending, descending, ascending.
No,
Transcending.
descending goes down. Ascending goes up. Transcending, descending, going down. Ascending, going up. Transcending, going beyond.
I understand that, but I was sort of thinking, I usually say I reach up to God for guidance. I come down to earth to do God's will, and that's my descending. And I reach out to God's people at home and around the world.
But
you know,
but
I
God,
descend into God's image on earth. So I think, you know, it's all of it.
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm thinking we don't even have to change it all right now, because I feel like every time I look at it, it's going to morph into my moment. And I have my foundation right now, and it's going to speak to each of us as it needs to, because, you know, it's alive, it's dynamic, it's not static.
And transcending is going beyond the borders up or down or side to side. Transcending takes us beyond all the boundaries. Above, below,
You definitely
around.
have to have ascending.
Stepping out of the box.
You definitely have to have ascending in there.
Stepping way out of the box. Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't know why the ascending ASC is speaking to me as US.
Ascending. Okay.
That's how it's speaking to me.
Wow.
USCENDING. Is that what you're saying?
USC, us, I'm seeing us in it.
ASCENDING.
Are you thinking US?
Yeah, that's what I'm
sending
feeling.
US.
She's thinking US.
She's spelling
US.
AS, US.
That's what I'm feeling.
And you know what comes from that, which she said us sending, I broke it down into us sending, meaning collectively moving.
Wow.
That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, right. That's beautiful.
I like that. I like that. That's a new one. I mean, that should be added into what they call what is that? Etymology, because we just described a new way to ascend.
That's an Elizabeth word.
Yes.
Yes. I like it.
So what did we end up with?
Right.
Let me see how you're gonna write it up.
When you finish it, are you able to put that in the chat?
That's what I just I'm still not understanding what. Okay. Well, I just said that. You make sure. Sorry, people.
Okay. Let's see. I'll share what I have now. Let's see here. Okay.
Well, just change that. Change the I will. I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I am having a beautiful day. The blessed miracle.
You have AN instead of AM.
Thank you.
Let's see nothing like spell check.
And let me bring everything into the active presence of the word, the ing, ing.
I'm sorry, where are we at?
I don't know.
I am receiving and giving this day.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, let's see, where are we? I am, oh, gotcha.
This day, knowing that my life is profound and dynamic. I'll find new ways to love and share. And I'll share it. I'll teach the children. Spirit allows me to be divine and loving, which is why I am richly taught and grow. Richly talking, yeah, you got it, baby.
Richly talk and grow, or
I am
richly
transcending. I guess you would say, because I wouldn't want to have descending as the last word. So if we're gonna have that,
It's not in there.
I know, yeah, we're about to put the other two words in there.
Beloveds, I have to run so that I can make it to the services. Please know that I absolutely adore each and every one of you. Know that I'm wishing the absolute best. I guess I could still put my video on since I'm not naked. Not yet. I didn't know. Alita, are you rolling to the funeral or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, all right. So so I love you all. Thank you. And I look forward to blessings in the new year.
Love you.
New Year.
Love you.
Thank you for my partners for holding it down. I knew you would.
Got it, boo. You got it.
Oh, Happy New Year's, you guys. Y'all leaving? What time is
it?
Oh, okay. I hopped on like, wait a minute, everybody go. Okay.
It's just me, Ellie. No, it's just me that has to go. Okay.
Okay. Love and
Love
light.
you,
Have a beautiful New
All
Year.
right.
We have a few minutes. Okay. And this will be posted.
Okay.
So, are you finished, babe?
I think so. Are we?
Okay, so why don't you read it, and then that will be complete for the
Okay. All right. Today I am having a beautiful day. The blessings and miracles are manifesting and showering, and the sun is shining.
I like that. Yeah.
I am receiving and giving this day, knowing that my life is profound and dynamic. I'll find new ways to love and share, and I'll share it with others in hopes that they learn too. I'll teach the children how to run, and they will show me how to rise. Spirit allows me to be divine and loving, which is why I am richly talking and growing in life with the help of divine creativity. I'm ascending, descending, transcending, and ascending into the likeness of the Creator, which makes me a delightful, glorious, glowing, and multidimensional creative.
All right.
So
That works? There? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
And on that, give yourselves a big hug.
Yeah.
Big hug. Love on yourself. And love on the world. Big hug to the world, and sprinkle all kind of goodness and creativity and joy and peace and healing and health. Let's just say health.
Yes.
Health and all the goodness, and bring a wonderful year in. I love you all.
Love you all.
Love
you too.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy
New Year.
Happy New Year.
People. It's a
Happy
good day
New
to have
Year.
a good day. Let's do
Evolving.
it.
And welcome, Brittany. I don't know who Brittany is, but Brittany, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
One of my friends.
Okay, Brittany.
Hi, hello, hi. I'm here because
Girl,
of Lolly.
hey.
Everybody's here.
Lily B, I saw you and Danielle on TikTok last night.
Yes,
Oh,
yep.
I
We
gotta
had
find
a nice
that.
little TikTok.
What
It
happened?
turned out good.
Love you guys. You guys got
Oh,
your
hey
phone.
Lily. Yeah, me and Lily.
Hey, girl.
We celebrate
Talk to you.
Kuumba, and that video is actually getting a lot of traction. So
Okay.
For you.
I will be creating. I am creating a 2-hour, and it has to be 2 hours because it's got to be hands-on social media workshop for all Elizabeths, because the way that we're doing Elizabeth this year, it's all about that social sharing. So, you know, we're working on the affiliate codes. You know, when it comes to, you know, we're not selling tickets. We're sharing our codes, and then people go to the website and they can go and register, and then we get a commission for every person that registers. So we're getting that together, and we just got to share and consistently share. We should be sharing something at least once a day. And Reverend Omani, I saw your message, so I know you watching me, and I messaged you. I was like, "Where your videos at?" Because I see it. So and that's the kind of communication that we want back. I don't necessarily want you to message me. I want you to shout me out in the video. That's how we get noticed. That's how we get shared. That's how.
Okay.
So,
You see, I shared. You see how I did our video? I shared it, and you know, tagged you in it.
I shared it. I also turned our live, because we did a live, and what I did is I downloaded the replay and split it into 2 reels, because we were on for about 20 minutes.
I just downloaded the other half. I didn't even know you did the other half. So good things, good things.
I shared and I tagged you. I tagged Goddess DNA. So I'm like, yeah. So yeah.
Just remember that what you're learning to do to boost, you turn around and do that for your own business.
Yep.
Your business as well. All right,
Yep.
already closed out. Let us be complete. Happy New Year. Love you.
Y'all better have a happy new year. Somebody better burn some candles. I want to see a picture of some black eyed peas.
Oh, wait. One thing is Reverend Omani still on.
No, she's gone.
Okay. You know, she's having something on the 30th.
You gonna make me some black eyed peas
tomorrow?
What? Yeah. What is it called, Pam? Do you remember?
I think she put it in the chat.
Okay.
Burning bowl
Okay, but
something.
some are not in the chat, so it's burning bowl.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that?
Yeah, burning bowl. So yeah.
And I have her number as well, so I'll ask her to send it to me too.
Yeah,
All right, ladies.
burning bowl ceremony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Zoom.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be on Zoom. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful day, people.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
I know, and I talk too much. Lolly, you look cute.